Good morning, and thanks for tuning in to our show. I'm Sydney Clayton.
And I'm John Van Doren. In this episode, we took a look at how Parkview is making its mark on the community and how the community is making its mark on Parkview.
We have these stories and more. VikeVision starts now. Dun, 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 dun.
Years of hard work and dedication paid off for this one Parkview senior. Sydney Clayton, Josh McCann, and James Robertson found out what it took for her to get this far.
Senior Lindsay Kohlmeyer was recently given the highest honor a high school student can receive.
The valedictorian is the person who's number one in their class. They have the highest GPA out of all their classmates. It's pretty nice knowing that all of my hard work paid off.
Kohlmeyer is living proof that nothing comes easy and has worked hard for everything she has achieved.
4 years of high school, I think I always wanted to be number one, and I had that mindset as soon as I stepped in. I just wanted to do the best I could do.
Kohlmeyer has left her mark on Parkview in several ways.
She always is working hard on her homework and making sure everything gets done on time, and she spends hours studying just to make sure she knows it.
Her hard work and due diligence has inspired many other students, including Devin Rathbun.
She's made me a better person because of how hard she works. It kind of motivates me to work harder myself and do my work like she does. I wish I had her work ethic for some of those things, because I can't just sit down and study for 3 hours straight like she can.
She isn't the first Kohlmeyer to be named valedictorian.
It was something I worked towards because my brother was valedictorian too.
I think she kind of wants to meet his standard on what he was able to do and say, hey, I can do it too.
The senior plans to attend jury in the fall of 2018 and major in biochemistry.
Even though I like to fish, she's my greatest catch.
For VikeVision, this is Sydney Clayton, Josh McCann, and James Robertson.
Ashlyn Farmer and Renee Sanchez explored a downtown store that offers music and much more.
Stick it in your ear, this is Wes.
For years, the way we listen to music has evolved. A local downtown store offers a variety of options to listen to your favorite tunes.
CDs, albums, even tapes are huge again.
Growing up in the digital age, everything's in your pocket, more or less. It's great to have physical copies of music and just supporting vinyl, and now that CDs are about to go out, vinyl's coming back in a big way.
Not only does the store offer music, but they have other merchandise available as well.
Our inventory is just so wide-ranging here that even if people are like, well, I don't do CDs, I'm back to vinyl now, boom. Well, I need t-shirts, I need this. Wow, you guys get posters and stickers.
Although their main theme is rock and metal, their selection is broad.
I mean, they have everything from doo-wop and swing from the 40s and 50s all the way up to, jazz today.
No matter who you are or what you listen to, music is a language every generation speaks.
It started out the 18 to 25 male and female that were the music buyers, and now it's everybody. It's everybody from 12 to 82.
Wes, the owner, has a different motivation than brand name stores.
To be able to sell what people want rather than what they have to have, what they have to buy, the things you have to buy. They get to come in here and buy the things they want to, and that's enormous.
Whether you're looking for new music, old music, clothes, or just wanting to meet some interesting people, Stick It in Your Ear is your one-stop shop for all your musical needs. From VikeVision, we're Ashlyn Farmer and Renee Sanchez.
This school year, administration came up with a new initiative to get students and teachers involved. Jimmy Byers, Elvis Fritz, and John Van Doren found out exactly what this initiative is.
Be Parkview is a recent hashtag that has been going around the school district in order to support the staff and students.
So over the last year or so, I've just been doing a little bit of research on different ways to promote things that are going on within our school, kind of looking at what other schools and communities do. And one of them is just getting a little tagline through social media. So trying to come up with different hashtags over time that would be pretty easy to remember. And we have the phrase, be passionate, be positive, be persistent, and be Parkview. And so Be Parkview just kind of came to mind. A couple other ones that I thought would be good were being used by other communities throughout the United States. So
the phrase started last year whenever Mr. Michaels and Miss Welch began to discuss ideas spreading positivity throughout the school, and that's been spreading around the community.
I would probably say at least once a week I will try to post something, and then depending on what's going on, there may be multiple times that I will post something to the Twitter world. I think it's just made staff especially a little bit more aware of what's going on in school.
There have been multiple people taking advantage of this term. However, while the hashtag has been making its way through the halls of Parkview, there are still some people who don't exactly know what it's all about. There are many opportunities that take place in our school that could be different ways to advertise the Be Parkview hashtag. Now it's just a matter of whether or not staff and students take charge to really set this hashtag off so that even more people can know about this.
I've seen a few teachers and a few students that have been posting. I've posted a few Be Parkview things.
I have heard of it from Instagram and other social media websites and stuff like that. I think in order to be Parkview, you have to have a lot of school spirit. You can get involved in a bunch of things such as choir or art club or other clubs like that.
Parkview is a one giant community, and it's our job to look out for everybody else. So to be Parkview, it just means to look out for your fellow person and try to help them out and do what's positive on a daily basis.
This has been John Van Dorn with VikeVision.
Renee Sanchez and Ashlyn Farmer looked under the surface at an underrated department here at Parkview High School.
Parkview's library is more than just books. It's a community. Behind the scenes, the librarians are more involved in the classrooms than one would think.
Some of the things that we do is we do lesson planning with teachers. We do presentations, especially if it's research or writing related. We help kids problem solve all the time with technology, or with writing, or with different assignments.
There's more to a librarian's job than meets the eye.
They do a lot. They organize the books, and they kind of just talk to students if they see someone's bored.
Kids think that we simply check books in and out, which is just a tiny, tiny percentage of what we actually do in the course of the day.
If you're just looking for some peace and quiet from the bustling halls of Parkview High School, the library is the perfect sanctuary for you.
My freshman and sophomore year, I would come here every morning before school because I didn't drive, so I would just waste time here and either do work or read before class started.
Without our librarians, some of our favorite teachers might not have been here today.
I don't know if I would have made it through my first 2 years of teaching without the librarians. Sometimes I would just go in there and sit and read a book or just go in there for some quiet time. The librarians are masters of research, and if you need something, they're like little Yodas. You need something, you go to them and they'll help you.
The librarians are appreciated for all their hard work by not only the students but the staff as well. If one is in need of anything, they will provide as much assistance as they can. From VikeVision, we are Ashlyn Farmer and Renee Sanchez. Working on it for quite some time, Alana Larmer's leadership project came to life.
So my project's called Marching Forth. My dad died 4 years ago to a battle with cancer. Not only is it the 4th year, but he died on March 4th. So soon after his death, I quickly realized, there's something behind this date. And about a month after, I was like, okay, I started writing it on everything. I was like, I'm going to continue marching forth. This is what he would want me to do.
Lost and Found is where her inspiration for this project came from.
Lost and Found is the grief center that I've gone to. A half a year after my dad passed away is when I started going, and I have been there for 4 years now, another 4. And I have seen so many kids go from completely silent to the most outgoing people, to depressed, to somebody who will do anything and everything for you, take their shirt off their back for you, and always have a smile on their face for you. So they make a huge difference in families and kids. It's just so amazing what they do for our community, so I wanted to be able to give back. It takes about $1,000 a year to fund a kid to go through Lost and Found, so that's my goal. I'm getting close to it, and I'm hoping I can do it with this project.
The main goal that Larmer has is for people to learn about loss and how to deal with it.
There's free food and there's music. So basically, you get to eat your food, and then there's the coping corner where you can learn healthy ways to cope, because I've seen way too many teens fall to unhealthy coping methods. In this school alone, I've seen too many, and that's why I really want to do this, is to provide people with those opportunities to know how to handle their grief and help others know how to help their friends and their family with grief.
Lonnie knew my brother, and he was a Parkview student here, and I feel like this event is going to help a lot of kids like me who's gone through the same things and hopefully grief in a healthy way. The money raised from this project was even more than the goal. From VikeVision, this is Ashlyn Mooney and Michael Porterfield.
For the first time ever, Parkview Choirs hosted a Pops concert. Jimmy Byers, Elvis Fritz, and John Van Dorn went to see what it was all about.
On March 6th, the Parkview Choir gathered to perform a more casual approach compared to their other concerts they've had over the past few years. The Choir Pop Concert is a concert that's very special, as it gives the students an opportunity to truly express themselves through song, and gives the audience an opportunity to experience what it is teenagers nowadays listen to. This approach has gained positive reviews overall, with many of the audience members saying that they wish for this to continue as an annual concert, as it's a very different style.
I loved it. I thought it was different than anything that I've come to in a high school situation. I really think it was a good idea.
This has also given a few students the opportunity to select their own pieces that they wanted to perform in front of the crowd, which resulted in the performers themselves feeling very happy about being able to perform songs that mean a great deal to them.
I chose the piece that I sang because it had an emotional connection to me. Also, it's just kind of lighthearted and fun, and that's what best suits my voice.
These are songs that you hear on the radio almost every single day, or in musicals if you go and watch musicals, or on TV and in movies, and it's an amazing opportunity for crowds to see that portrayed in the style that we do, and for students to portray it in a different style but still get the same meaning and depth out of it.
Mr. Cook was very passionate over the idea of how he wanted to give this opportunity for not only students to express themselves the way they feel, but to also allow others to be inspired by them and try to spread the message that everyone has their own voice.
The purpose of the Pops concert at Parkview is to expose people to new types of music and to get people to the concert who never would go to a choir concert.
Overall, the night was a success, and many are hoping for this theme to continue onwards in the future. If this style of concert were to keep up, it would give many others the chance to come in and really see what it can be like to express yourself through song, whether it be through performance or any other public speaking method. Next time another one of these concerts comes around, be sure to check it out, and maybe you'll be inspired to show off your voice. This has been John Van Dorn with VikeVision.
The Bambinos 3-on-3 tournament is a way to get students involved while fundraising for our future Vikings. Senior Sydney Clayton is on the committee and believes it is a great way to raise money for a great cause.
Something that's really special about it is it's all a fundraiser, so all the money goes back to the Freshman Focus program. So it's a way to where we can raise money for them to be able to do more things and expand kind of what Freshman Focus is. That way they can get freshmen more excited about starting high school.
Jade Clubb is also on the committee and thinks the tournament and Freshman Focus have a great impact on our school and our students.
I think it has a huge impact because we wouldn't be able to fund Freshman Focus, and freshmen wouldn't feel as comfortable coming in if we didn't have this event, I don't think, because I know that's nerve-wracking coming into a big school like this with intimidating peers. And so the fact that we have Freshman Focus that we fundraise for, I think it's a big help.
The 3-on-3 may be a great fundraiser, but like all things, takes a lot of work.
Preparation is an understatement. It takes so long. You have to get t-shirts, you have to get sponsors, you have to find people to play, you have to sell the tickets, and let me tell you, cutting out tickets was my least favorite part. It just takes everybody giving 100%.
Although it is a lot of preparation, the seniors agree on how they stay on top of things.
Wilson, yelling at you.
Wilson. There's always a constant reminder when it comes to him. You get called down to his office 3 or 4 times a week. He talks to you, stops you in the hallway. He makes sure that you're doing what you're supposed to be doing.
Clayton believes this is a great way to get all students involved, whether they are participating or in the crowd.
It gives them a chance to get students to step outside of their comfort zone, gives them a chance to cheer on their fellow classmates, and then outside of Parkview, it gives businesses a chance to get involved in the school, get their message heard, while also getting the opportunity to actually come to Parkview and witness the things that they're sponsoring.
The Bambinos 3-on-3 is an amazing way to fundraise and get students to participate in something new. For VikeVision, I'm Brianna Gunther.
Thank you for tuning into this episode.
Make sure to follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter at VikeVision.